guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm not looking that bad of a hot mess, but today I'm coming at you guys with a video I have been wanting to do for a long time and just either haven't done it or just don't have time to do it, and I need to get it done and I just don't have time to film it at the time. But I'm coming at you guys with the best hack that I ever found a long time ago on YouTube. I can't even remember the person I watched. I don't know. I just kind of like YouTubed it a long time ago, and I never looked back when I found it. So if you want to learn how to DIY your eyebrows, DIY. Everybody's got eyebrows, Tasha, get it together. Okay. If you want to learn how to do your own DIY tinting of your eyebrows so you don't have to go pay $15 to $20 to have your eyebrows tinted just a little bit darker so they look more filled in, then you got to keep watching, because I'm telling you, you're never going to look back after this. Alright guys, so this hack or DIY is the best thing I ever found. I'm telling you guys, I'm not just exaggerating. I have been doing this a very long time. I used to go get my eyebrows tinted and paid for them. I usually paid between $18 to $20 every time I went. And what it did is just made them just a little bit darker, but made them look more filled in, because one, I'm a mom. Two, I'm always busy and I was in school full time, and I just never had the time to really fill in my eyebrows every day. I just didn't have time to do it. So having them tinted will give them more of an appearance of being filled in, so you don't have to, you know, go all out filling them in, because my eyebrows are a little sparse, and I will zoom you guys in here in a few to let you guys see what my eyebrows are looking like. And I used to go get them waxed. I had them waxed pretty on a regular basis, and I went to a lady who was new at the place that I had been going to for a very long time, quite a few years, and she took off the tail of my eyebrow. Now, let's just say you need your eyebrows, okay? I don't fill in my eyebrows enough to be missing a tail, because then I'm gonna walk around half-sided here, okay? So after that, I was kind of like, I need to learn how to do my own eyebrows, because I ain't trying to lose another, and I ain't trying to lose a hole, okay? I ain't trying to do all that. So I started researching. It wasn't something I just did out of the blue. It wasn't something that I just like, oh, they did it, I'm gonna do it, because I didn't want my eyebrows to burn off. I didn't want the hair to fall off. I didn't want to be bald here, you know, and I'm being honest. Like, don't just watch the first video and then be like, I'm gonna do it. You really need to do your research. So I did my research, and I was like, you know what? Everybody seems to be kind of doing the same thing, so I'm gonna give it a go. The first time I did it, they came out a little darker than I wanted. So as I kept doing it, I learned tips, I learned tricks. I just you know, kind of developed my own way of doing it, and it's worked ever since. And I love it. I don't pay anymore, and haven't in the past couple years. I've done my own thing, and now it's just easy. I can do it within like less than 10 minutes, be done, even probably quicker than that, be done, go, and whatever. And I used to trim my own eyebrows and do my own eyelids, everything like that, from waxing to shaving, not shaving, but like using little face razors. But it got to where I was just kind of being too rough with my eyelid, under my eyelid area here, and it was just kind of irritating it. So I got to where I would tint my own eyebrows, and I started just a couple months ago going and getting them waxed only. Excuse me. Gosh, girl, you're rude. Anyways, so I do tint my own eyebrows, and I started going to where I would just tell them when I went to have them waxed, I just want them cleaned up under the brow and above the brow. Do not take anything off. Do not do anything else. Just take enough off to where it kind of gives it a slight arch. I'm trying to grow them out and start to make my own shape, because when I started tweezing them and stuff myself, I got to where I was like, ooh, I don't like this hair. Ooh, this hair doesn't look good there. And I just kept going into where my eyebrows started looking a little thin. And we're not in the 90s anymore, though I'm all for the 90s brow, okay? If you're for the 90s brow, let me know down in the comments below. I'm not for a big, bold brow. The new eyebrows that are in where it's thick here and then it kind of gets there, that's just not me. That's not who I am. I do like the arch, though, okay? Give me the arch. But I'm still for the kind of 90s brow, but I got to where I was like, okay, I'm tweezing too much. It's starting to look like a string. Okay, we got to fix it. So now I'm in the process of growing my brows out. I'm in the process of kind of keeping them trimmed up and keeping them cleaned up. Like, I don't want to have hair all on my eyelids. I don't want to look like Chewbacca on my eyelids. But at the same time, I'm not shaping them tremendously until they kind of start getting more thicker. And then I will go in and have them shaped a lot better. So that being said, I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can kind of see what I'm starting with, and then I'm going to take you guys along on just kind of put some music to it. I'll walk you through the first thing of what I'm doing, and then after that I'm going to put music to it. You guys can watch me. If you have any questions or whatever, you can leave them in the comments below. But it's really quick. It's really simple. It's not that hard. I promise you guys. So yeah, I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can kind of see. Do not be scared. Okay, it's going to get a little scary up in here. It's okay. 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 Alright guys, we are up close and personal now. Okay, you're up in my business. But if you look at my eyebrows, you guys can kind of see here. I've zoomed you in. I have pretty good hair here and here. This is where I'm starting to get thin and thin here. This is the brow that got messed up. This is the brow that I've been working on. And I just kept, when it started growing in, when eyebrow hair starts growing in, it grows in weird. I don't know. My eyebrows do that. I don't know why. They just start growing in weird. And I just kept wanting to tweeze them out instead of just kind of just holding tight and sticking with the weirdness. And so it just kept staying thin. So here's my problem here. And here's my problem here. It's only on the ends. My eyebrows here are not that bad, especially when they're filled in. But this fill in will definitely help create a little bit more color here and not look so balding. So balding on the ends here. So yeah, I just want to show you guys what we're starting with, and then I will show you guys the end. You know, they got to be waxed, which is where I'm going today, so that's why I'm doing this video for you guys really quickly. So don't hate on my 90s brows. You know, I like them. I just want them to be thicker and more shaped. So I am working on growing them out. They're not going to be the best waxed brows. They're not going to be like super defined because I am growing them out. So they're going to be a little, you know, I don't know, crazy, you know, where I got a little bit of growth like coming here and stuff. Like this is just where I need it to grow. I've got to fix where I messed them up and where they've been messed up before, and I just didn't let them grow back out. I just kind of kept going with it. So yes, I'm going to zoom you guys back out, show you guys the steps I'm going to take, and then we're going to get to putting some color on these brows. Okay, I don't want this to be a super long video because this is super quick and I'm about to freeze. I got my robe here. Woo! Chad, looking good. Children looking good. Okay. Chad, get it together. Oh boy, this is gonna be a crazy video. Okay, so yes, I know there's a man on here. I know this is for a beard. Okay, you ain't gotta tell me. I already know. Anyways, so I tried all the ones from Walmart. Okay, so the ones from Walmart work phenomenal. But I wanted a cheaper alternative. I didn't want to pay $9 for some mustache coloring, okay? Because I'm not doing mustache. I'm doing my eyebrows. All right, so you may think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you guys, the beard, the mustache kind of coloring that you can buy if you're a man will work for the brows. It is for the face. You're not going to get irritated. It is customly designed to be put on the face, so why not put it on your brows, okay? That's what I'm talking about. So I seen some of this at the Dollar Tree, and I was like, I want to give it a whirl. I want to see if $1 can make it happen. So I picked this up. We've all kind of seen this here and there at the Dollar Tree, and it is for a man. We all know. This is brown. The only thing about the Dollar Tree is there's not a ton of color selection. You're going to get brown, black, and that's probably all you're going to see. You're not going to get any colors in between. Now, if you don't like this color and you need something lighter, go to Walmart. They're going to work the same. You're going to see color that's kind of more of like an ash brown, blonde. You know, you're going to get the colors in between. That's the difference that I say that I see from Walmart to the Dollar Tree is the colors that you're going to, the color selection, and then the price. Now, I'm being honest, if you want to pay for the one from Walmart, I love the one from Walmart, but if you're looking for a cheaper alternative that still works just as good, you're going to want to go with this here. Now, one more thing is that with this one here, I am going to say that the color development takes slightly a little bit longer. And what I mean is if you go to Walmart and you get the one from Walmart and you put that on your brows, unless you want your brows that dark or to that color really boldly, you're going to want to get that off quickly. And what I mean by quickly is you're going to want to let it set for a little bit, not the entire time. I don't let mine sit on my face or my eyebrows for a really, really long time because I'm a little messy with it and I don't want dye up here. I don't want dye down here. I want it only on my hair. So I give it a few minutes to let it develop on there and then I wipe it off. And then I go back until I achieve the color I want. It's not the same thing as dyeing your hair. But this one, I have to do it a couple times for it to develop to the color I want. Whereas the Walmart will develop a little quicker. But for $1, I'm telling you guys, it works great. So I definitely will be repurchasing this for $1. This is what I've been using for the past few months. And I really do think it's just as good as the one from Walmart. So it's all depending on preference and what you're looking for. So when you pop this bad boy open, you're gonna get a little tray. I use this tray and then I just clean it out. I put my stuff in it. It only takes like a quarter size amount. And then I just clean it out, put it back in there. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna get is you're gonna get this little brush. You guys can kind of see here. I don't use this. I don't think I ever use this. But I just leave it in there because you never know. And then you're gonna get your color, which this one says, if it will focus, it says brown. And then you're gonna get your development, which is usually typically white. And this is what this looks like here. I don't know why it doesn't want to, there it goes, focus. So I take my tray, simple, easy, 1, 2, 3. A 3-year-old could do it, be honest. And I just estimate. Ain't nobody got no directions up in here, okay? And I take my brown, and I just take and squeeze a little bit in my tray. Now this color is a little bit lighter than the one from Walmart. Like I said, that's it. That's all I squeeze in there. Put my lid back on, trust me. And when it When it develops, I'm being honest, see how when the color is developed, you kind of see that brown color here? That's what I mean by when it develops. So, got some hair going up on here. So then I take my development and I'm going to do the same thing. Just squeeze a little bit in there. Again, all my hair people, whoever you are, if you're a professional, you know, don't hate on my video. I do what I do, okay? So, anyways, and then I take my cute little brush from the Dollar Tree. This is all Dollar Tree. Hey, girl, hey. You know these little unicorn brushes. And I give it a little stir. My little jacket's falling off. So, or my robe. So I stir it up and I kind of look at the consistency to see if I have enough color to development. You kind of want the same amount. You don't want to have more than the other. So it's almost the consistency I want. I think I need just a little bit more color. So it's just preference and it's just all about learning. Like you learn. Like I don't honestly think you can really mess this up. Well, I could be wrong. But I honestly don't think, if I didn't mess it up and I didn't looking like a hot mess, then I think you got it. To be honest, it's not really that hard. It's just a learning thing. So once I have it on my brush, you know, I try to get as much off as possible. I don't want my brush super coated. So this is what it looks like. You know, again, it's not professional here. So I'm going to tie my hair back, take my robe off. Woo, child, get it going. So somebody's calling me? No, child, you can't call me right now. So all right. So I take my development and my brush here, and then I take just a little bit, just enough to have on the end of the brush. Let me show you what I mean by a little bit here, just like that much, seriously, because it's going to go a long way. So once I have that on here, then I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, how I and I have my mirror here so I can kind of see, so I'm not like looking this way, but I can kind of see here and you guys can kind of still see me straight on. And let me turn my ringer off because you never know, I'm trying to do a video. Okay. So let me zoom you guys in real quick. Alright guys, so now I'm going to take my mirror, my little hand in the mirror, and I'm going to look in it. And then you guys can kind of just see. And I just take and I just put the color on my brows. Now I don't do like a distinct outline. Like you will see some people when they do it, they actually draw their brows how they would. But to be honest, that's because they're going to actually leave the development or the color on for that distinct time, and it's actually going to color their skin. I don't do that. I leave it on long enough to develop on the hair only and then underneath the hair. And so I try to coat it on as much as possible. Again, it's not going to be like put on the best in the world. It's going to be on my skin. It's going to be under my brow, on top of my brow, and it's okay. Like I said, if you don't want it to stain that skin, you got to make sure that you only let it sit for a certain amount of time and just wipe it off. So I do that on the first brow. If you guys can kind of see, you really can't see it other than my brow being wet. We're gonna move on to the next brow while that one sits. Do the same thing. And I do this before I go to have my eyebrows waxed, and I do this before I would ever tweeze my eyebrows because it allows you to see the hair that may be lighter. I have lighter hair. I don't have any dark hair right there. My eyebrows are kind of light, especially the hair that grows in. And so, to be honest, you know, when I do this, before I do all of that, I may see hair that I wouldn't normally see when tweezing or getting my eyebrows waxed. So it kind of just gives me a little bit more hair to work with and to have to look like I got some eyebrows going on here. So you guys can kind of see I've got it on, and I feel like I got everything coated. And the reason I do a little bit under is so I can get a little bit more because I'm trying to grow my eyebrows out. So my hair keeps falling, so we're just gonna let it go, let it do its own thing. So I let those sit for just a couple minutes, and then I always have a washcloth or whatever handy that's a little damp, so I can just wipe this off and then fold it and then do it again when I go to put the next coat on. But I have a towel because my washcloths were dirty. So I just let it sit like this. If you guys can kind of see, it's wet. It's not gonna turn just like that. You gotta give it a minute. You gotta let it develop. I usually let it sit for about 2 minutes and then I wipe it off. If it's not to the darkness or the depth that I want it, then I will just do the same process again until I achieve the color I want. And trust me, after about 2 or 3 times, it's gonna turn the color you want. I promise you. It may not seem like it up front with the Dollar Tree one. It takes a couple times, but I don't wanna leave it on here for like 10 minutes and then I have like this big blotch of dye. That's why I do it in increments, because to me, that's what works for me, and for everybody else, that may not be what works. But I'm just telling you what works for me. So I do the same thing with the Walmart one, except for the Walmart, it just develops like that. It's very quick. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, let this sit for a minute, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys. I'm gonna repeat the process, but this time I'm gonna put it to music. I think you guys got it if you try it out. Like I said, if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments below.
Who am I talking to? Is somebody out there? Should I worry about who is in my head? Yeah, I felt your heavy breath through darkness. The smoke is getting close to my bed. I cannot make a sound, empty lungs, sleeping but awake, paralyzed. So cover me, 'cause I'ma let you out, I'ma let you in. You're my enemy. If you will let me go, I will let you in. Drinking from every turned down light, thinking you never feel my fright. Got your remedy, 'cause I'ma let you out, I'ma let you in. Oh.
Alright guys, so we're up close and personal again, and you guys can kind of tell that they do look slightly darker. I'm hoping that the lighting is okay, but you guys can kind of tell now. You can kind of see my full brow here. They are a good bit darker and tinted. This is the brow that you can start to see the tail is coming out because I'm letting it grow out now. But now I'm starting to get a tail. You guys can kind of see here. Don't mind my wrinkles. I need some Botox. You know what I mean? Lift it up. But this is not my good brow. This is my good brow, and they need to be waxed. So it kind of looks a little thick over here. But you guys can kind of tell that now they're more full and more filled in a little bit more. So when I go to fill them in, now I need to only fill in the tail areas here, and then I could be done. Whereas here I needed to fill in, kind of define it. Now when I go get them waxed and cleaned up a little bit, they're not gonna be that hard to maintain and just be on the go to kind of fill in just a little bit and boom. But you guys can kind of tell a little bit of the difference of the thickness of the brow, especially when it comes here, from here in the middle to the here. And that's because I am trying to grow them out. Again, this one is just doing better than this one. So if you guys have any tips or anything that you can recommend to me that I could put on my brows that will help them, please let me know down in the comments below, because I really am trying to get these ends to grow even more. But here it is, you know, a lot darker and tinted, and it looks more filled in. So now I just got to probably put one more coat on the ends here, and then I should be good. And then when I get them cleaned up, they're not gonna look as bad. They're gonna look a little bit more defined. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out now because we're a little close and personal, okay? So I hope you guys really and truly enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a huge thumbs up. If you want to see more hack videos or how I do things to kind of on a budget to just keep from going to paying all the money to do it, or how I kind of do my own things, then let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, if you really enjoyed this video and you choose to try it, give this video a huge thumbs up. If you're not a part of the Wiley family, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos that I put out. I put out so many different kind of videos, from lifestyle to parenting to mother to cleaning to cooking to just daily life, really. So I would love to have you be a part of the Wiley family. And also, if you have any recommendations for my eyebrows, or you want to see any other kind of videos, or you have tried this, or you're gonna try it, or whatever it may be, let me know down in the comments below. I love connecting with you guys there. I always try to respond back to everybody and give you hearts, you know, to your comments. I truly appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. And like always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Fading in, fading out.